Hello and welcome to Bunto Silent Dogfight, episode number 30. And here we go, presenting Give
And
It
if
To Me
you
Worldwide.
know it's who he's presenting, we still got two words for ya. Fuck off.
I love it. Of course, it's the fantastic Luke Dawg is our special guest tonight. How you doing, Luke?
I feel better than Julie Giuliani looks right now because
Yes.
cocksucker, I get why he looks so bad because he's with Donald Trump. And I know you said we could talk partial politics, but I specifically want to talk to the partial retards out there worldwide in the great debate in the YWC. But the fact is, the heat is on, the oven is cooking, and the most controversial man on God's green earth is walking today, Donald Trump. But I am the Donald Trump of YouTube, brother.
True that. Thank you very much, Luke. Okay, Luke, I'm your host, Bunto Skiffler, and as per usual, we'll open up the room to participants after this interview. Thanks. Well, let me give you a quick background on our guest. If you don't know who Luke Dawg is, he's from parts unknown, and he's getting ready for the Trump era. You know, I'll leave it at that. And also, he likes to smoke a lot of weed. How are you doing, Luke? What else do you know?
Well, beer also. Let's not forget the man
Beer.
and the beer in his hand. By the way, Bruno Mars, it's a great honor with the ooh. That's you.
That's right. Okay, you're a music lover, correct?
Realize this is why we need a host like you, because you keep people like me. It's like they say electricity is a great thing, but it can be dangerous if it ain't controlled. Yeah.
That's true. Okay, Luke, a couple of months ago, unfortunately, there was a falling out between you and two communities. It was pretty harsh. You're ready to come back, right?
I already know where you're going. The question is, Luke Dawg, did you fall out with the great debate? And Luke Dawg, did you fall out with the motherfucking YWC and what happened there? I know.
Okay.
Exclusive right here. I'm giving it to you right now.
Thank you.
I didn't fall out with none of them because me and TNA King of the Mountain or Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, beer money or beer weed, whatever you want to call us. The fact of the matter is, Jack, we didn't like him, and that was the start of our show. To cuss those cocksucking motherfucking piece of shit jabronis. You've heard it before, you're hearing it again. Yeah, here at the Bruno Mars exclusive. And the fact is, here's what I'm going to tell you like I'm telling them right now. What?
Okay. You don't need that fan base. Okay, which fan base do you need, Luke? Do you need the debates or you need the wrestling crew? Which ones?
NWO.
You need the New World Order.
Me and TNA King of the Mountain, as far as I'm concerned, are the New World Order of YouTube. We started a revolution. We started something that Douche Tony, Kevin Crapple, OTRC, Jeff Fagdaddy, all these cock-sucking piece of shit, no good ass clowns that get thousands of views and many dislikes. Yeah. Hey. We were the answer to that challenge. We were the Hardy Boys of Via the Attitude Era, and an attitude era that didn't want people with cool charisma because Shawn Michaels was jealous.
I'll agree with the charisma, but okay, listen, Luke Dawg, you didn't flee to another community, right? You just laid low for a while?
I am a community by myself.
Okay, you are a community.
Fact of the matter, I ain't with the YWC. I ain't with the Great Debate. They were just honored to have me in their presence.
Right. Well, okay. Okay. Did you miss anybody from the Great Debate community or the wrestling community?
That's my homeboy for life. I love Benny the Gangster. He's the only
Benny.
He's the only good jewel, gem, rose and dime, if you will, that I found in that dirty ass community. Along with Rob Beasley, who's kind of a quack.
Rob?
He's kind of like we all grew up with, DuckTales, woo-woo, and you remember the Crazy Scrooge.
Right. Now, what's interesting, Luke, is that Rob took it on the ear last year about this time. Now he's coming back. Did you know that?
I talked to him the other night, the last live show privately by Benny the Gangster.
Right.
Because Benny's keeping me a secret now, and I always thought, and I got to give you credit for this, You got more guts than anyone right now because I'm the guy that they riot about just like they do Donald Trump. And trust me, I ain't a Donald Trump fan. I said from day one, Donald Trump, hey, if they wanted to fucking change YouTube and the way they do live feeds and made it all confusing, I would have been here talking about it. I didn't, by
That's
the way,
true.
I think I want to clear up. I didn't run from YouTube. September 26th or whatever it was, 16th, I think it was. They said
Right.
they were changing it. They made the announcement. I even made some videos about how they're changing it. And guess what? They did it to me before that date. They started doing it to my YouTube live show like they've always been fucking with me. I'm telling you, you know damn well if you watch any of my shows, there's an Illuminati watching me.
Illuminati.
He hates my guts. Guys, why aren't you shot? Because I ain't a big famous celebrity, supposedly.
All right. Now, Luke, did you lose your fan base? Or they still hung around, kept in contact? Or, you know, do you have to reach out and reestablish contact with your friends?
I don't lie to you. I've never had a fan base. I had a friend base. And the only
You never
friend
had, I think, a friend base.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I don't have a fan. I never said, hey, subs. I said, don't subscribe.
Friends.
Yeah, I mean, I'm one of the only guys, maybe the only guy even, that said, don't subscribe. I don't want, and sometimes when I said that, I got more subscribers. It's weird.
Right.
It's like, I wasn't trying to do reverse psychology. I was being real. Like the first video, if you ever watch my first video, it was because Andre Corbeil got fucked over by Big Ray, who I love the Andre Corbeil and I love the Big Ray. And then the more I started my own show, which wasn't a show, it was me and TNA King of the Mountain talking live because we were sick of Douche Tony, Kevin Crapple, TRSC, Sean's lame-ass penis showing
Right.
me. Showed my penis, but I didn't show it to a live world audience, a bunch of kids. I showed it to the lovely ladies privately.
That's right. Okay, there's a whole thing there to talk about, Luke. Okay, but Luke, just going back to like your friend base. Okay, when the whole thing unwound and, you know, people dogpiled you and, you know, put up the videos, I mean, was there anybody during that time that you remember that still stood by you?
Yeah. One very great girl who, I don't know if she wants to be known worldwide, but
A female.
well, she's a lady who is a very, very let's just say it like this. Real people recognize real lies, and real lies recognize real lies. Yes.
Real lies, yeah. Okay, you know, guys were coming down on you. If they ever caught you, they'd, you know, physically assault you and beat you to a pulp. And
Oh, yeah, multiple times. Yeah, because that's why everything's so jacked up on me right now. Come on.
but there's well, okay, you know, not to beat a dead horse, Luke. Forgive me, but didn't this thing come forward that it really wasn't you that did the assault? It was your brother. You know, that's what, you know, Benny came forth with.
Brothers on it, and here's the situation. I still to this day haven't told anyone. They all think I'm something, and I'm gonna. Here's what my motto always has been, Mr. Bruno. I will let anyone think whatever they want, no matter what, because they believe it already in their mind. Like already, some people will judge you by long hair. I've got that multiple times in my life. Some people would judge you by a beard or no beard. Some people would judge you by anything. Everyone's a judge now, right?
Right.
Bottom line is, only the guilty have to defend themselves.
Only the guilty have to defend themselves. Right. Okay.
Right.
What I noticed in that interregnum there is that you took time off and then you came back with like an end times video. You want to talk about that, or you want to talk about Trump? Which would you prefer?
I want to talk about everything. We got multiple hours.
Multiple things. Very true. Okay, tell me about the end times, because that was intriguing. Because I got the feeling that you were going to leave this earth, man. That something was going to happen at that time.
Oh yeah. You're talking about August 30, which John Hagee, by the way, I thought was the last. Okay, here's the whole background. I grew up preaching church, if you will.
Go ahead.
I was a minister in training, by the way. That's an exclusive just for your show. And I actually did pray, speak, preach the word of God, and lay hands on the sick, and they were healed.
Wow. Excellent. So
And
you were
I bring this up to you. I told this the day that I first came to another show outside of my own show that I first started. I'm still a new guy or whatever. I don't know everything about everything.
right.
Rob Beasley's, and he's trying to talk this like he. Here's the thing: people twist the word of God. You got to understand. They're going to
Yes.
twist, manipulate it because, like First Timothy chapter 4 said, doctrines of demons will come in the last days and deceive many.
Right.
First Timothy chapter 4. And you got me, who's at 6 years old with asthma, but at 7.5 years old, a man who doesn't even say a word that I heard lays his right hand on my forehead, and I feel a warm feeling in my throat, and something exit my throat. And I
Right.
brought it up at his live show, and all of a sudden, ladies and gentlemen, worldwide, who's crazy now? The guy who used to have asthma proclaiming it? I'll tell you
Right.
who's crazy. The guy denying it who has asthma still. And that's why, hey, I don't want doctor proof. He said, like, what the
Right.
fuck? I was 6 years old when I was diagnosed it. I was 7 years old when I was healed of it. So what? Now, years later, at 30 plus years old, I gotta remember the doctor who I don't still
Right.
have.
It's beyond the. But anyway, you like the practical side of it that you are healed because of the healer. That makes
I
sense to
don't
you.
take an inhaler anymore. That's what I'm
Right.
saying. Take an inhaler? I don't take an inhaler.
Okay. What I got from those videos, Luke, I'm sorry to interrupt, but is that you were convinced that the end times were at hand, right?
I'll tell you the place. Everyone knows all my shit anyway. No, I want the exclusive. Holland, Michigan. Blue Star Highway is the road, and it's called Faith Christian Center. As a matter of fact, so much about going back there. Pastor.
Oh yeah.
I'm not even joking, dude. I've seen things you don't even. My brother was on probation in jail,
Right.
and they gave him a choice to go to a Christian function or go to jail. He chose the Christian function.
I think
Guess
it's a
what?
little wiser.
Function was through my church with a lady named Nancy Rickles. I used to call her Wrinkles.
Wrinkles.
I'm a young kid. I'm hearing their name. Anywho, bottom line is, he's in there. He has tooth pain. He still doesn't even want to believe he's doing this because he's court ordered to. While
Right.
he's living there, he says his tooth gets numb feeling, right? He
Right.
ends up falling asleep. He wakes up,
And it's
not
healed.
with a silver filling capsule from sleep, not from a doctor, from sleeping and waking up.
Okay.
Silver filling, but there's a dove. Now, me and you both know, knowing the word of God, that the dove is representative of God's Holy Spirit.
Right. The Holy Spirit.
There's more. Because
Okay.
the church that he's going to, 50 other people get up and testify. Some had gold crowns. Some had bronze hearts or whatever it may be. But the fact is, they all had a filling in their tooth when they needed it and they couldn't afford it because God is the only one. And I don't know. I know where you stand. I know your position.
Bunto.
You're one of the frowner faces.
I love it.
I get it, but trust me. Let me tell you this. Donald Trump, he said it's rigged, and he
Right.
won.
And he
So
won.
listen,
That's a very good point. Okay. This thing crosses my mind. Just sorry to interrupt. Okay, Luke Dawg. Okay, Luke Dawg, you really hit a nadir there. When you were exposed, your criminal past, and everybody dogpiled on you. So did that bring you closer to God? You really started praying and started reading the Bible more.
What brought me there brought me away from God originally, and that's what no one understands. They never will understand. One time, I was talked to by a lady. Kendra Hayes is her name.
All right.
And I tell you, they make these probation officers late, and trust me.
A PO.
Right now thinking, hey, trust me, I'm glad you on them because it takes a burden off your shoulder to know that I got a family of fucked up people. Because I guarantee you this, Bruno, there are so many fucked up people on God's green earth that there is no time for anyone to point a finger because everyone's finger should just point at them right now. That's what I want everyone to do right now. The thousands and the thousands worldwide wandering. Point your motherfucking finger, because if you don't take out the plank...
You have your own eye.
You know where I was going with it.
Right. Okay, so yeah, that is wise, Luke, that, you know, all these people, you know, said how terrible you are. Well, why don't they look at themselves first before they, you know, pass such harsh judgment?
Jesus, hey, they could say Jesus' mom was a fucking, you know, or they
14 years old.
His earthly dad, if you will, was a fucking asshole. They could say whatever because he was 30-something with a 14-year-old. They could say it. But, yeah, that's Joseph and Mary, by the way. But you know, the greatest thing came out of that situation, and by the way, the people that made these new laws are the very people that the people fight against.
That's true. Okay, well, all right. Why don't we just quickly jump to track? Let's talk about Trump. I mean, Tommy, are you stoked that this guy's president? Or are you looking at it from the audience and, like, have ideas of what's going on?
Broken Matt Hardy of TNA got thousands of votes. That's disturbing. But Donald Trump getting the actual election is way more, especially when Ron Paul Revolution, which I remember very well because I still have the T-shirt for Ron Paul Revolution. You know what? If Ron Paul didn't win when he was dominating Mitt Romney, and I know because people on YouTube put it on their fucking phones. This is the way they show the how many people come to Hillary's versus Trump on there. Oh, look at this. Thousands. Hey, he has billions of dollars. If I paid you $1,000 to join a seat, and I'm a multi-billionaire about to be president and make even more money in historical and fame, I can fill the place up too. But Ron motherfucking Paul didn't have that money, and he did it. This is my problem. Everyone wants to forget about Ron Paul Revolution. Give us back our Constitution. If you don't, we're gonna take our Second Amendment and start shooting. That's what the Second Amendment was put in law for, Bruno.
Okay.
So we people by force could take out these corrupt Trumps and Clinton, and Bush, and
the whole establishment. Okay, is there anything you like about Trump, Luke?
Yeah, I like his weave.
Love it. Right. Okay, well, let me, this is crossing my mind too, Luke, forgive me, but okay, he had a moment much like yours where he was caught on tape where he was saying he likes grabbing pussy and, you know, doing rough stuff with women, but he still won.
For those of us, no, I will say this right now on behalf of the working man that's worked in any factory, any kitchen, any restaurant, we all say the same exact type of talk and even worse. So I don't even, that's why he did that. To make you go, what? The Hillary Clinton fans. But then again, the girls are going, wow, he's talking about getting in us. We want that. So Donald Trump was a genius in that situation.
Okay, there was a lot of women that sort of like gave him a pass, right, and said, hey, we understand where Trump's coming from. That's how come this guy got elected, right? Yeah. He got some women vote.
Come here. No, I want everyone on YouTube. They already know everything, and they already know that I'm heterosexual and my baby girl's here. By the way, that's called a man and a woman, like Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve.
Not Adam and Steve. Okay, so Donald Trump's going to, you know, reverse Obamacare. He's going to get rid of marriage equality. You're all for that, right, Luke?
Fuck Obamacare. Cock-sucking motherfucking piece of shit jabroni can fucking suck my care. How about that?
Okay, so you want everything that Obama did to be reversed.
Black, so to all you black people that fell for it, sorry about your damn luck. Because that cocksucker is not black. He's Muslim, and he's Hawaiian. He spent his life in Indonesia.
Okay.
That's fucking Indonesia. That ain't Hawaii or America. He came to Hawaii or is in America.
All right. So you look at it more like a Muslim than a black issue, right?
I'm just saying, Hawaii was always an iffy state. For those of you that know history, that was taught to you by the Illuminati. So then again, maybe that's a lie. Fuck the Illuminati.
Right. Okay. Just curious, Luke. Do you have any Muslim friends?
You're damn right I have no Muslim friends.
No Muslim friends. Okay. So you don't associate with Muslims.
Unless they're Muslims and they're hiding like cowards.
Now they're going to be hiding because Trump's coming into office. All right. Well, do you think, okay, there's riots in every major city now that this guy's been president. Do you think those riots are going to lead to anything, or they're just going to peter out?
I'll be honest, I think those riots are staged by Alex Jones and his crew because, let's be honest, if anyone should have rioted, it should have been Bush. But, oh, wait, we didn't know back then, though. Okay, so how about this? How about when the Muslim ran our country? Oh, no, Luke, he ain't a Muslim. He's black. No, he ain't black. His name ain't even Barack Hussein Obama bin Laden. His name is Barry Santoros.
Okay.
He couldn't find his ID. How come no one talks about that?
Well, they did find his birth certificate in Hawaii at funny enough, at Trump's instigation.
How long? How long does it take you to find your birth certificate?
No, probably 5 minutes, or maybe a little longer, maybe 30. But
by the way, he didn't know he was 2 weeks off on his birthday, which is really confusing because I got mine engraved on my head without even trying.
Right, that's a good point.
28. No, how the fuck would I be 2 weeks off?
Right.
My birthday. It ain't November 28th. Hey, Obama, you fucking cocksucking motherfucking stupid piece of fucking shit.
Okay. One thing, Luke, okay, that doesn't sound a bit racist to you. I mean, it sounds like you really have some antipathy there towards, our black president.
He ain't even black. I don't feel bad. I like black people. I get along with black people better than I do with white people.
Okay.
Canadian, and if I gotta show my motherfucking big toe one more time, I will, because I am not white. I'm from the Arabian lineage. I'm from the Jesus tribe. I'm from the Holy Ghost of God, and no one will ever stop that, ever, because eternity is too long to be wrong, and I'm right, and I'm white, and I'm not white, but I'm white looking. So if you ain't down with that, I still got 2 words for you.
Worldwide. Okay, Luke, would you rather see, America come back to Christianity? Or do you think
what were we founded on?
Christianity. So you want us to come back to prayer and school and,
Okay, well, also, let's point this out. We were founded on that, we just discovered. Actually, we already knew. And what were we? Oh, yeah, that's right. The fastest rising country. Even more than Australia, which was prisoners originally.
Right.
But then those prisoners made a community, and that's pretty damn good. I got to give them that because I watched a movie years ago about a guy on an island and his family. Who's that? This guy, Bruno Mars. Bruno Mars.
Hang on. Okay, one thing. Okay, Luke, do you make it a point when you meet somebody for the first time to find out if they're like Christian or non-liberal, libertarian?
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't mean to be mean, but that's all I can be is just me, and I am whatever you say I am. If I wasn't,
right?
I want to smoke the cig. You see me here.
Go ahead, light up. All right. Well, is there anything else you want to add about Trump? I mean, is it okay? What do you think Trump's presidency is? It going to be successful, or is he going to get impeached?
Here's what's gonna. He's not going to be successful. He is going to be successful in one way, though. Making those FEMA camps, getting those centers, and just like y'all loved Hitler, by the way, back in the day.
I love it.
You're going to love Trump because guess what?
What?
Canada's already got its border up, and I'm sure the rest of the worldwide community has their borders up because America, I mean, unless you got Jesus Christ, you're fucked. And not
Okay,
in
yeah, it's a good time to go Christian now, especially when Trump's president. Okay,
great time to go Christ one when you were gonna live your life. Because before you die, you better know where the fuck you're going. And that's something no one ever wants to bring up in the media, which is why I know they're all
okay,
Illuminati puppets.
okay.
Puppets.
The media never brings up the end times. Are the end times near, Luke?
They bring it up to a gist, but it even says the devil will bring you a gist of truth just to bring you an ounce of lies. So go ahead, buy the lie, because for all you cocksuckers, stupid morons that actually really think that
Right.
you're good and it's all good and it's all gravy, you're damn right it's gravy. But the gravy's going to choke your fucking lungs out like a fucking ass clown. And if you ain't down with that, you shouldn't have voted for an idiot like Bush, Obama,
Clinton.
Clinton, fucking any of these fucking people, because they're the Republicans, they're the Democrats. And while she's getting naked, getting ready to go to bed, I got 6% percentile left on my computer. Worldwide.
Word. Okay, just let me ask, Luke, how close do you think we are to the end times? Like years away, or even sooner?
This year.
This year.
No, this ain't going to be the end, but this is the year. This is the 100 days. He's already worked on 100 days, and guess what? You're going to die soon enough, but you better be in the right place. And that's what we got to stick out, Bruno Mars, real quick. Before I have to go, we have to tell the people right now, if we don't tell them, then their blood is on our hands. If you ain't received Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, I need you to bow down to the one you want to serve. Not the one you've been serving. Say it with me.
Okay,
Jesus.
but okay, one thing. Okay, you ask God for forgiveness a lot, or you just have to once?
If you're forgiven and you know it, drink your beer.
Drink a beer. Okay, so once you just ask for forgiveness once, you get it, you know it. That's all you need to comply with.
Naked, okay? King David murdered a guy, stole his wife, and
Soul's wife.
head, and fucking, let's not forget, he murdered a giant, which, by the way, God approved of. David. Right. Let's not also forget Moses, before he went on the run for 80 years, punched a guy right in the right spot. Tempo. Boom. Guess what? He used, hey, I got this. Let's not forget Samson, who slept with multiple women.
And then, he killed 1,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass.
Okay? That did another sin that God used. I will, because I am the 66th testament of the Bible. There's 65 books in one book called the Holy Word of God, and I am the 66th testament. I am the next generation. I am the next book. I ain't with the Illuminati. I ain't with these guys or these guys. I ain't with these guys or those guys. I ain't with a guy in general because I'm heterosexual.
Right.
Hey, bottom line is,
okay, well,
I'm drinking, but Jesus still loves me like he did Moses. Just like he did Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I got literally 3% left, and I got to run out because the time is done. But the fact of the matter is the fact of the matter. God bless Jesus Christ.
Okay. Well, just one more final question. Okay, Luke, there's a lot of people here that think you owe them an apology, in be it either the great debate community or the wrestling community. I mean, since you've already apologized to God, are you going to apologize to them? Well, Luke Dawg's gone. I hope y'all enjoy that interview. I'm going to go ahead and put the link in the outside. If anybody wants to come in, we can go ahead and epilogue that. But let's see where we go. For my one viewer, whoever that may be, if you wish to join. Well, how did I obtain the Luke Dawg interview? As you don't know, I'm going to give you a quick background. Luke Dawg was revealed to have a criminal record, uh, some sort of sexual assault in his past that we were unaware of. Many people were, what would you say, surprised by his videos up to that date. The content therein, and what occurred with him. So when it was revealed that he had this background, it quickly unraveled on Luke, and he was subsequently shunned. I mean, he was forced to flee from the community, from two communities actually. There was the wrestling community that he originally started with, and then he gravitated over to the great debate community. That's where I first saw this person, and it unraveled for him quickly in the wrestling community, and then subsequently fell off in the great debate. We haven't seen him for quite some time. He just started making occasional videos, vlogs once in a while, pertaining to the end times, which never happened. Of course, that was way back in August. But to that point, I knew him through a mutual friend, Sugar Rhodes, and I would send him messages occasionally asking him the what up. But it just turned out this week that he started, answering messages back. And we got to a conversation tonight. I asked him if he was willing to come back, to do an interview. He wanted to go live, of course, right off the bat. And I chose to, well, if we are going to go live, it's going to be on my show. So, went ahead and threw together an interview quick. I know, people that know me, I haven't done my own interviews in quite some time. So this is like getting back in the saddle. So why not come back with Luke? It has been a noteworthy couple of weeks as of late, besides the disaster that was the Trump election. That Rob Beasley, if you don't know, he's scaling a comeback. And right now, it just seems that his, agent provocateur, or the person that he's doing the dozens with, is Sid Winston, Ask an Atheist. And, that would be a interesting interview if I could interview Rob. I just remember him from last year and how that played out. What else was going on? Well, just what are my thoughts of that scant, brief Luke Dawg interview? Luke Dawg's Luke Dawg. I mean, I didn't detect anything changing. I think a person of that character, of that mindset, he is charismatic. He is a talker. He needs to have the stage. So to me, it's not surprising that he wishes to come back to, communities that he once enthralled. The only thing is, of course, the background is going to be changed. I offered him, before he fled, I offered him the chance to, if he wanted to give anybody apologies, apologies towards, the activities that were displayed on his show at times. I remember seeing. I am friends with Luann, and I saw what happened to Luann. I was definitely, taken aback at what occurred there. Of course, I understand Luann's condition, but personally, I guess I could step out of the audience now and step back in an interview. I think that it would be wise on Luke Dawg's part to at least try to meet some people halfway as far as the activities and the content of his show. I don't think a Luke Dawg, he has the adequate personality. I just think it's the content. I think he can come back and ask for forgiveness and attain some of that. Well, let me see. I don't think anybody's coming in. I'll just epilogue for about 5 more minutes. Other things that come to my mind. Well, of course, 2016 is coming to an end. I think it is. It was a noteworthy year, but not for the anything good. 2016. What's going to happen for the next couple of weeks? Like I mentioned earlier, the Rob Beasley comeback. I don't think there's any sort of drama going on. There was a few things a couple of weeks ago. St. Tommy has been having some issues with more than a couple of people in the great debate community. So, that might be a worthwhile interview if he wants to, if you all know, like, I don't remember stuff from last week. So I don't think, it wasn't like drama of note, like certain, if you remember last year. So right now we're bereft of anything interesting. Oh, just one thing that crosses my mind now that I think about it, if you've been a fan of Nadia's show for, you know, these couple of years now, you've noticed that she's gone, right? I mean, it's like she moved that show off her channel to something called the Debate Coliseum, and it was run by the Nadians for a while before it just caved in because I just don't think she was contributing anything to it. From what I've heard, that Nadia is like trying to get her physical life back together. You know, she's taking steps to get her health better. That's what I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not because I have not seen the woman in some time, right? Uh, if you don't know who filled that gap, and you know, as far as like the 24 or the long, you know, constant hangouts was the MK person. He calls himself Jesus something is with you now, but MK. And he was actually on an upward trajectory before he spiked his own show. I don't know if you've noticed, but he just reads, you know, the Bible instead of like having, you know, what would you say, the roundtable discussion, the back and forth of a hangout. That was pretty lively. He had some good characters on it. Nevin and Alvin had some disastrous characters on it. You know, Darwin's deity, but it definitely was a show being watched before he, you know, maybe a month ago decided to just do the uncommonness of reading the Bible and commentary on it. I don't know. He might, you know, be able to come back in the saddle, but you know, once you walk away from something like that, I think your fan base drifts away. But as far as like anything noteworthy new shows on that have bubbled forth, I haven't seen anything. Some people, of course, since last year have left the community. Where are they now? They did contribute, but they're gone now. But you know, maybe that would be the cadence to the end of 2016 that we get some sort of new talent, somebody doing a new show, somebody we haven't seen before, somebody with a new style. Well, I hope you thought some of this interview was worthwhile. I think it was interesting. You know, as far as the depth and the length, I think it was just introductory. I don't know how this man can come back, you know, without something different. You know, I'll just leave it at that. But happy Friday night. Any, you know, comments, go ahead and leave them. Be more than glad to answer, and I hope you're all well. Have a great weekend. Take care.